in hadith, their deeds are dependent upon their intention. So make good intention as much as you can. And mashallah, today is Thursday, and on each and every Thursday in the Dawat Islami, there is weekly congregation, Sunnah inspired congregation. MashaAllah. After Maghrib Salah, so you are requested to join Sunnah inspired weekly congregation Haftawar Sunnah to Bhara Ijtima. If is it possible for you, you can also join it on Madni channel and on our YouTube channel for Islami India. So all of you are requested to kindly join weekly congregation. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. MashaAllah, with Allah's help, we have successfully completed our 8 lessons of our Sarf textbook, Essential of Sarf. MashaAllah, with Allah's grace. And in yesterday's lesson, we summarized the summary of all 7 lessons from the beginning till lesson number 7. And in yesterday's lesson, we discussed about types of fail, part 2. Because types of part was discussed in lesson number 8, lesson number in lesson number 7. Lesson number 7 was about fail. Yeah. And before fail, we discussed about fa'il and maf'ul bih, because many category of fail are dependent upon fa'il and maf'ul bih, like laz and muta'addi. You cannot understand muta'addi without the knowledge of maf'ul bih. You have to know what is maf'ul bih, because fi'l muta'addi is the fi'l which needs a maf'ul bih. And if you don't know about maf'ul bih, it's become hard for you to recognize which fail is muta'addi, which is lazim. And mashallah, you have got it. You have understand the difference between fail muta'addi. Repeat after me. Fail muta'addi. Fail muta'addi. Mashallah.
فعل متعدي
فعل متعدي
فعل لازم
فعل متعدي
فعل لازم
فعل لازم
differentiate between فعل متعدي and فعل لازم. Tell me the difference between فعل متعدي and فعل لازم.
If there is a receiver of action, or if there is an answer to a particular question, then we can say that is a fi'li mutaddi. If the answer is not come or the receiver of action is not there, then that is a fi'li lazim.
MashaAllah. Suhail bhai, Dina Madina. MashaAllah. Anyone else?
The doer of an action, if mentioned in the sentence, that would come under fi'l muta'addi, and where it is not mentioned, that it would come under fi'l lazim.
Mashallah. Barakallah. Anyone? Next one.
If maf'ul bi is there, then it will be fi'l mutaaddi. If maf'ul bi is not there, it will be fi'l lazim.
Mashallah. Anyone else? Yunus bhai. Mashallah. Yunus bhai, you tell us.
So actually, I can't uh, read yesterday. Inshallah, tomorrow will be. I can told.
Mashallah. No problem. No problem. दिल को भूल ही जाएगा. जी शोएब भाई. शोएब भाई. शोएब भाई. Shubh bhai is present? Not. Mashallah. What is the difference between fi'l mutadi and fi'l lazim?
I will tell tomorrow. I have not revised it.
Oh. Tahir Mahmood bhai. It's okay. Tahir Mahmood bhai, be connected. Tahir Mahmood bhai, I think is a new joiner.
Yes, sir. Today I have joined. This is my first class only. I present you as Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
And I can just try that you are asking for Fele Mutaddi and Fele Lazim. I have not taken any single class yet, but I'm just with the help of the words which are sounding here, I want to try. Just correct me, sir. It's just a guess only that Mutaddi means something more, and Lazim means something which is which is a lazim, means I'm not getting the English word for lazim at the moment. So in this way, this is what the differentiation I could have in my mind. But if I go through the books, inshallah, and taking the classes regularly, I will be able to, inshallah, define what my respected teacher is asking about.
Barakallahu feekum. Nice guessing. Mashallah. Barakallah. Mubinul Haq bhai, mashallah. Tell me the difference between Mubinul Haq bhai, Mubinul Haq Turki Attari bhai. Yeah, Mubinul Haq bhai. Riyaz bhai, Riyaz Miman bhai. Difference between fi'l lazim and mutaddi.
I heard also already replied, Hazrat.
Yeah, mashallah, barakallah. Already replied. Yeah, Mehdi bhai, do you understand the difference between fi'l lazim and mutaddi?
Yes, I understood, but not completely. Unfortunately, I couldn't revise yesterday. So,
Your voice is not proper.
because here is a network issue.
Yo, yeah. Yes. Okay.
So
Khalid Attari bhai.
Excuse me, sir. Yesterday I was absent the class. Inshallah, I'll try my best from tomorrow onwards.
It's okay for today, mashallah. Saif Attari bhai.
The difference between mutaaddi and lazim. In fi'l mutaaddi, there is required maf'ul as well as fa'il, and in fi'l lazim, not required of maf'ul. It is enough to complete just with fa'il.
Mashallah, barakallah, mashallah. Mushtaq bhai.
Bhai.
Mashallah. Difference between.
Inshallah, I'll tell you tomorrow because I couldn't revise.
Inshallah. Muhammad Afzal bhai. Last one. Muhammad Afzal.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah. Fi'l lazim will not have a maf'ul bihi. and I think with only with file we can make sense in that. Then فعل متعدي, it will have مفعول به, and we will have both مفعول as well as file.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. In فعل متعدي, what do you say? فعل متعدي, file plus مفعول به are needed. Yeah.
Yeah, مفعول and file both will be there.
MashaAllah. صلوا على الحبيب صلى الله تعالى على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. MashaAllah, many of you are doing very well. Please memorize each and every lesson of this book and the other book, which is Nehm textbook, and Sarf activity. Sarf activities are also recommended. So, proceeding to our lesson number 8 and the rest part of it. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulullah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah. In today's lesson, we will in today's lesson, there is an easy way to understand fi'l mutaddi. I will tell you, this book will tell us that what is the way to understand, how to understand is this fi'l is fi'l mutaddi or fi'l lazim. So it is written, an easy way to understand fi'l mutaddi is to think of it as an action that transfer from the file to the maf'ul. For example, daraba, he hit. This is an action that transfer from the file, the one who is doing the hitting, to the maf'ul bi, the one who is being hit. On the contrary, in fi'l lazim, the action doesn't transfer to anyone or anything, and therefore doesn't have a maf'ul bi. For example, nama. Nama doesn't require, the nama, the action of nom, the action of sleeping, doesn't transfer to anyone or anything. So it doesn't require a maf'ul bi. In this case, nama is fi'l lazim. Nama is fi'l lazim. So the basic criteria and fundamental of recognizing is this fi'l lazim or fi'l mutaddi is if an action is transferring from fa'il to maf'ul. If an action is transferring from fa'il to maf'ul, that fi'l is called fi'l mutaddi. Fi'l mutaddi, qatala, I killed. I killed. The action of killing transfer from me towards any other, like I killed a snake. So the action of killing transfer from me towards snake, like I hit that boy. Like I hit that boy. So the action of hitting transfer from me towards that boy. So in this case, hitting, daraba, killing, qatala, both are fi'l mutaddi. Simple. Both are fi'l mutaddi. If the action doesn't transfer to anyone or anything, this fi'l is called fi'l lazim. Like nama. Nama doesn't affect anyone. Yeah. Nama, like zahaba, he went. Nama, he slept. This action is restricted to the file and doesn't transfer to a maf'ul bih. This is a simple rule of knowing which fi'l is lazim and which is maf'ul bih. Tip, another easy way. Tip, how to quickly and easily work out of a fi'l is lazim or muta'addi. Another easy way to work out whether a fi'l is lazim or muta'addi is by taking the fi'l taking the fail and adding the word who, what at the end to make it into a question. Only add who and what for making a question. If the question makes sense, the fail is mutaaddi, and if it doesn't make sense, it is lazim. For example, if you want to know whether doraba is lazim or mutaaddi, you would say he hit who, he hit what. Now, since this question makes sense, we know that doraba is mutaaddi. Similarly, you know Zahaba is lazim or mutaaddi. Zahaba, he went. If you want to know Zahaba is lazim or mutaaddi, you would say he went who? He went what? Now, since this question doesn't make sense, we know that Zahaba is lazim. Yeah? So these are the different way of knowing is this fail lazim or mutaaddi. Any query? Yeah. If you understand, please, any one of you can summarize it. The two ways, two fundamental, how to know is this fail lazim or mutaaddi. Two tricks.
One is think of it as an action of fa'il and to maf'ul. If the action of fa'il and maf'ul, that is, action does not if it is not transferred to maqbool bihi, then it becomes a fail lazim. If the action is transferred to maf'ul, then it becomes a fail mutaaddi. Point number two is you make a question, interrogative thing. Who is the person who done on it? If the person is known, it is fail mutaaddi. If it is not there, it is fail lazim.
Second trick is just add who and what. Just add who and what with the fail. Like he hit who, he hit what, and if question makes sense, it is fail mutaaddi. If it doesn't make sense, fail lazim. Yeah. Anyone can summarize?
If we add a question at the end, who and what, if it is makes sense, then we can say it is a fail mutaaddi. If it does not make sense, then we can say it is a fail lazim. Or the transfer of action from fa'il to maf'ul, called mutaaddi, and transfer of action does not from fa'il to maf'ul, then it is lazim.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, Barakallah feek. Anyone? Other one? MashaAllah, MashaAllah. So, like in Urdu, we say, wo gaya. Urdu, we say, wo gaya. And if we add who, wo gaya kaun, it doesn't make sense. Wo gaya kaun? वो गया क्या? वो गया क्या means this is not a question mark. वो गया क्या? It doesn't make sense. It makes sense. क्या वो गया? Yeah, it makes sense. So if you add who and what, if it makes sense, mutaaddi, and no sense, lazim. Yeah. Sallu al Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad. Note, fail lazim does not have a majhul form. Fail lazim does not have a majhul form. Only mutaaddi have a majhul form. Like qatala, qutila. Yeah. Nasara, nusira. Nasara is ma'roof. Yeah. Do you know about ma'roof and majhul? Ma'roof and majhul. Ma'roof.
Yes.
File is known. Majhul, file is not known. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only. Yeah. Only fi'l lazim does fi'l lazim does not have a majhul. You cannot say zuhiba. You cannot say nuvima. Yeah. Like Putila and Nusira and other can be called. Yeah. So fi'l lazim does not have a majhul form. Fail. This is a simple chart. Fail. Does the action transfer to another person? Yes. Fail mutaddi. No. Fail lazim. Do we know who did it? Yes. Fail maruf. If we don't know, fail majhul. Yeah. In terms of tense, past, and muzari. This is a simple chart of different types of fail, because fail divided into three types in terms of tense, in terms of if we know who is the doer, and if we don't know in these terms, and in the terms it affects any other, or it doesn't affect. So this is the three types. These are the three different types of fail. Yeah, this is because in the majhul form. Acha, yeah, in the underline, this is the reason of fi'l lazim does not have a majhul form. Reason. This is because in the majhul form, the fail is linked to its maf'ul bi, and since fi'l lazim doesn't have a maf'ul bi, it cannot be majhul. Yeah. If we make majhul form, the fail is linked to its maf'ul bi. Yeah. And since fi'l lazim doesn't have a maf'ul bi, it cannot be majhul. Inshallah, we will discuss it in detail in other lesson. Majhul, ma'ruf. There is a complete series of majhul, ma'ruf, and majhul bi nafsihi, majhul mutaaddi ba yak maf'ul, mutaaddi ba do maf'ul, mutaaddi ba sa maf'ul. Inshallah, we will discuss it later. Yeah. Sallu ala Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad. So basically today's lesson is about only mutaddi and lazim, and two ways of recognizing, of knowing whether this fail is mutaddi or lazim. Any doubt, any query, you can ask. Yeah. If you understand today's lesson,
sir, any example? Sir, any example of he hit what? Like here we have seen that daraba, he hit who? So it makes sense that he hits. But he hit what? Like an example of that means the receiver is a thing, not a person. I will try to say like that.
He hit who? Who is here for defining a person, living person, and what is here defining a unliving, like a bell, computer. He hit what? Yeah, you can say he hit what? He hit computer. He hit mouse. He hit laptop. He hit calculator. He hit, yeah. In this sense, what is here?
Okay.
He hit what? Yeah. And who?
Okay.
He hit Zaid. He hit Bakar. He hit who is defining here a living person, and why it is unliving thing.
Okay, sir, daraba means that. Sir, the meaning of that daraba is
hit. Daraba is fele mazi. He hit.
He hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is not a mutadi, it is a lazim.
No. It is mutadi. He hit what? He hit the computer. He hit who? He hit Zaid.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Any other question?
Jazakallahu khaira.
Any other question from anyone? Yeah. Open your activity book. Sarf activity book. صلوا على الحبيب صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم صلاة وسلام عليك يا رسول الله صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Yeah. Surf activity book, page number. Tell me the page number, Faiz bhai.
Sir, PDF page number is 18.
18.
1818, yes.
Lesson number 8, page number 18, Surf textbook.
The Surf activity book.
Surf activity, yeah. Lesson number 8. Which of the highlighted words in the verses, lesson number 8, which of the highlighted words in the verses below is fi'l mutaaddi and which is fi'l lazim? I will ask you one by one. Tip, does the action transfer? Does the who, what question make sense? Number 1. فَلْيَضْحَكُوا قَلِيلًا وَلْيَبْكُوا كَثِيرًا. They should laugh little and cry a lot. Yeah? They should laugh little and cry a lot. Tell me, Suhail Razvi bhai. فَلْيَضْحَكُوا فَلْيَضْحَكُوا is fail. فَلْيَضْحَكُوا is fail. Yeah. And qalila and kathira. Is it فَلْيَضْحَكُوا? Is it fi'l mutaaddi or fi'l lazim? Suhail bhai will tell us.
Fi'l lazim.
Fi'l lazim, mashallah. Fi'l lazim. Why? What is the,
it does not make sense when we add what and who.
Mashallah, mashallah.
Or the action does not transfer from file to maf'ul.
Qalila and kasira are not maf'ul bi. Don't be confused by saying qalila and kasira. Qalila and kasira are not maf'ul bi at all.
Oh.
These are another thing. Inshallah, we will tell you. فَلْيَضْحَكُوا الضُّحْكُ.
How do we recognize maf'ul bihi? It's a confusion. How do we recognize maf'ul bihi?
You will recognize maf'ul bihi after completing the all chapter of maf'ul, because maf'ul is divided into 4 types: maf'ul bihi, maf'ul fi, maf'ul ma'hu, maf'ul lahu. Until you don't complete that lecture, that lesson, there will always be a confusion. And we are not telling you here because this is not the time of telling that, because we are just starting with maf'ul bi only to understand fail. Yeah. Qalila and kathira are maf'ul mutlaq. Maf'ul mutlaq. Yeah, there are 5 types of maf'ul. One is also added. Maf'ul mutlaq, maf'ul fi, maf'ul lahu, maf'ul ma'hu, maf'ul bihi. 5 types. Maf'ul mutlaq. Qalila is maf'ul mutlaq. And what is maf'ul mutlaq? Complete discussion about maf'ul mutlaq. Inshallah, all doubts will be clear in our upcoming session about maf'ul. So just look at only yadhaku. Yadhaku. The action of dahik, the action of laughing. Does it the action transfer toward anyone or not? No. Laughing doesn't affect anyone. We laugh, only we laugh. It doesn't affect anyone. فَلْيَضْحَكُوا يَبْكُوا. Yabku also. Cry. Cry. Yeah. So, yadhaku qalila, yabku kathira. Both fails are lazim. Both fail are lazim.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we laugh on something. Like we are telling that he laughs on him or he laughs on his friend. So this word can't accept that any maf'ul.
We laugh on him. We laugh because of him. We laugh, we don't laugh on him, and like we stood upon that person and laugh, ha 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 ha. It isn't like that.
Okay.
Yeah, on him. There are also two types of maful. Maful bihi sari, maful bihi ghair sari. A complete discussion. Maful bihi sari, maful bihi ghair sari. On to, when on to, by are added, it is maful bihi ghair sari. Also a chapter, complete chapter.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So just one more. Sir, just one more point. Sir, that if a fail is having the ability to accept the maful be, and if it is not mentioned in the sentence, so like if any sentence is there and the maful be that is not present in the sentence, but it has that ability, then
yeah, mutaddi
na. Okay, sir. Jazakallah.
حتى زرتم المقابر. حتى زرتم المقابر. زرتم ziyarat karna. Zara yazur. Zurtum. Zurtum is fail. Zurtum is fail. The fail, the act of watching, the act of seeing, it affects, it transfer from me towards anyone, because I saw the effect of seeing. Yeah. So al maqabir is maful bi. Zurtumul maqabir, because ziyarat cannot be done. Ziyarat cannot be done without a mazar. Yeah. If there is a mazar, there is a ziyarat. Mazar is needed for ziyarat. Yeah. Mazar means, mazar isme zarf, mazar, the place of seeing. Yeah. Hatta zurtumul maqabir. Tell me, Yavar bhai, zurtum, hatta zurtumul maqabir. Zurtum is fele mutaddi or fele lazim?
Sir, it's fele mutaddi, sir.
MashaAllah. Fele mutaddi. وعملوا الصالحات. وعملوا الصالحات. Amal. Performing. Performing, the act of performing, transfer towards other, towards a maful bi. Like I perform salah. Yeah. I perform good deeds. So Amilu Salihat, Shoaib bhai or Suhail bhai will tell us, Amilu Salihat is fele lazim or fele mutaddi?
Pehle amal is transfer.
Yeah, Mubinul Haq bhai. Mubinul Haq bhai. Amilu Salihat fele lazim or mutaddi? Lazim and mutaddi both.
Mutaaddi.
Mutaddi, mashallah.
Right. Because of they good deed is always performed to others.
MashaAllah.
And it transfers, it is a transferable action, so that's why.
Subhanallah. Barakallah.
Am I correct? Am I correct?
You are correct, absolutely. Yeah. There are a complete activity of lesson number 8, and kindly please, and most of you are not sending their activities. I don't know what is the reason. I hope that you may have a tight schedule. I also have a tight schedule, but I take class from 8 to 9. Yeah. So it's a humble request. Kindly, please done your activity. Otherwise, it will be hard for us to carry on. Yeah. Sallu al Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are 12 sentences or more. Here 10 sentences or more in this activity. uh, 6, 1, 6, 8, 12. Yeah. So please complete your homework
Sir, in lesson number
daily.
8, we have only 8 sentences in activity book.
Oh,
8.
yeah, 8 sentence. So revise and your each and every lesson and complete daily activity. Complete daily activity. I am repeating again and again because activities are very much important. Yeah, it's not only to take class. So, mashallah, any doubt in today's lesson, you can ask. Mashallah, Faiz Iqbal by is sending daily activity, and other one or two person are also sending, but uh, all of you should send.
I think Afzal Bhai is also sending.
Mashallah, Afzal Bhai number is not saved in my mobile. Inshallah, I will save this number. Afzal Bhai and one more person, I don't remember the name. Mashallah, 3 or 4, mashallah, 3 or 4 of you are daily routinely sending their activities, mashallah. When I see, when I look at your activities, mashallah, it gives me a lot of pleasure. Mashallah. Barakallahu lakum.
As I found time in my busy schedule.
Yeah.
As I have a time in my busy schedule, then I was sending you activity.
Yeah. You have to find out time, because mashallah you are pursuing the Darsan Nizami, and mashallah in future after completing this course, a title of scholar, a title of alim will be with your name. We are not studying only for title, we are studying for knowledge, for the pleasure of Allah Almighty, and we have to be a strong, we have to be a firm, we have to be a solid alividin, like I say. Yeah, don't be fusfusa.
Inshallah, inshallah, bhai. All your duas, we will. Our thing is Razaya Ilahi. We want Razaya Ilahi.
Razaya Ilahi. Yeah. Mashallah. Tahir Mahmood Bhai is raising their hand. Mashallah. So today's lesson is time to end. Please remember me in your prayer. I am in today. So pray for my betterness. Allah will grant all of you the blessings of this world and then as well as the hereafter. Sallu al Habib sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What is our monthly? Because we must stop myself, people of entire world. Sallu al Habib sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Jazakallahu khairan kaseera. Yeah, Tahir Mahmood Bhai, that you are raising your hand. Do you have any query?
Yes, sir. Actually, I wanted to speak to the teacher, but the teacher has taken.
Okay, no issue. You have the number, but see, the teacher is very busy in their activity.
Sir, I will put down my hand actually.
Okay. No issue. That you can ask it the next day. Tomorrow we have a holiday. That we have 2 holidays in a week. Friday and Sunday.
At the moment, I can see that there are 14 participants still in the class. So, with your permission, can I say something, sir?
It all about, I don't have any authority to permit. It all goes to our host caster and the teachers and the management. I am not the management member, but I'm just the helping hand of our host caster. So okay. I can't comment on this.
Okay, it's okay then. Can I have Amir sir's number, sir?
You have that in WhatsApp. There, but
Actually, I just want to ring the right number because I don't know if I will be having the correct one.
no, you can see, but that you are that in the group now, in WhatsApp
Yes,
group.
yes, I'm in the WhatsApp group.
Faiz bhai, I am not in the WhatsApp group, so please add me.
Okay. I am also not the admin, but I will that inform the right person.
Thank you.
No,
Okay then.
I don't know who had spoken at the moment. I myself, Tahir is in the group. I don't know who the other person has spoken. You have to take the cognizance of that person who has told you just now, not included in the group.
Okay. So we can conclude. Jazakallahu khaira.
Assalamu.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.